What's up, everybody? This is Hush, aka How You Stop Him, aka Unstoppable Hush, aka Voice of Reason, aka No Noise. How's everybody doing? This is the beginning of another great week. It's August 16th, 2021, Monday. This is episode 130. First and foremost, I don't really mention my other talents while I'm on my segment here, but I do music, and I'm proud to announce that my New Music Fridays is in its 100th week. That means every week on Friday for 100 times straight, I've put out music on my YouTube channel, MR Hush 476. I want you to get ready for something really special because I take everything I do seriously. That you should check it out. If you've never checked anything out, you should at least listen and watch for my 100th week edition. Again, that's Thursdays at midnight, so premiere. That's first and foremost. 50 Cent and Remy Martin, the liquor company, are at odds apparently. There's a lawsuit brewing about his cognac, Branson, being a copycat or similar to Remy, as far as like the shape of the bottle and a few other things. I don't want to say petty, but like they're nitpicking, it appears, and 50s with all the smoke. So I haven't tried the Branson yet. I'm kind of a cognac guy, so I'm kind of curious to see that. I may, check that out. My heart and prayers go out to Haiti. There's an earthquake. I believe it was a couple days ago. And it was a 7.2 magnitude. So that's a pretty heavy earthquake. Again, prayers to them and in their rebuilding and recovering from this. Earthquakes are no joke. I pray if there's any lives lost and all of that. I just pray in general, just sending my whatever energy spiritually I can send over there. Barkley and Jordan's relationship. Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan. These guys played against each other back in the day, and it was some hell of some rivals, especially the finals against the Bulls versus the Suns. So it seems like their relationship is sour. Barkley's a commentator, and he has to comment on things from a professional level, and he's saying that that's the only thing he's using, his honest feelings when dealing with NBA topics. So Jordan hasn't done like a great job with Charlotte because he has a piece of Charlotte Hornets. He's in the front office, and the Charlotte Hornets hasn't shown us anything, so there's a little criticism there, and I guess Jordan don't like the criticism that Barkley gives him. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't have to be an analyst or a commentator to know that, yeah, Charlotte hasn't done anything. So if Jordan's the front office, that's who you criticize or blame, I guess. So it's not personal, but even from my standpoint, I could get that, So hopefully they can hash that out. Rihanna is almost top musician with the most network. The richest musician? Okay, so she got 1.7 bill, alleged, is the network. Only trailing Kanye, who's at 1.8 bill. These numbers have been updated. I did it as of August, so they can fluctuate. But the richest black man in the U.S. is a Nigerian named Abdul Samad Rabu, if I'm saying that last name right. Abdul Samad Rabu, businessman and philanthropist, 60 years old. His net worth is 4.5 bill. Jesus. Success is a motherfucker, ain't it? I have Jay-Z at 1.4, Beyonce at 400 mil, Diddy at 900 mil. I'm just showing you numbers right now. It's not really like my main thing. Dr. Dre 800 mil, Eminem 230 mil, 50 30 mil. But on 50 Cent, I don't get that. Like, I think those numbers, I don't know. That sounds a little low for me. Fab 8. I had to do the Jadakiss 6 and Cam 6. So the most lyrical don't really matter. That don't mean your bread, you know what I mean? So that's just something to think about as far as like people and their bread situation and how they handle in business and all of that. So I'm gonna jump right in. This is probably a little shorter edition because that's all my real current events. I already told you football got started, so the Giants and Jets had to square off. The Jets won. Brady lost his first game since he won the chip. Baseball's getting down to the wire a little bit. Basketball's quiet. The trades are the trades. They're still fooling around with that. Raising Canaan is still going along because, for people who watch shows, Power's the only thing on now because the Shy is over again for now. I'm waiting on Snowfall. That's not here yet. And that's about it. So now to jump in, I'm going to be quite to the point and frank. Everybody's life, everybody's path, right? It is, if you believe in a higher being, you can say it's already predetermined. But you don't know that. No, nor does anyone around you. So when you struggle a little bit or you go through obstacles, which everyone does, I'm not going to take that away from it. But each individual has their own story, has their own legacy, has their own struggle. The pluses and the minuses, the positive, the negatives, everybody individually has to take that on, So what kills me is judgment, period. We always could argue that being judged by anybody humanly is not right. It's not right. And it's even worse because it's not even openly admitting the judging. They're tainting it. They're sugarcoating it. But the point is, whatever you got to go through and however you handle that shit, as long as you waking up the next day, as long as you still, going on with life and you trying, you know what I'm saying? Can we really... And I'm a person that's done that, maybe the judging and then looking at people's situation yo, you do that to yourself or you put yourself in that. But we really need to be a little more sensitive about that because everybody's great moment, their next moment can be their worst moment. And the person that you judge in worst moment, they could turn around and have a great moment. So nothing is set in stone, nothing is solid. Everybody make mistakes. There's a lot of you could have did this better or you could have did that. And I don't think no one's exempt from this. So even if you think you dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's and you may be looking good right now, you may be doing a lot better than whenever, salute. So don't judge though, because I think it gets too technical and I might dig in too deep when I say things like stuff that could block your blessings. Like when you're judging or you wishing bad on someone or you anything negative at all that you can control that you're bringing, I feel like it gets in the way of more success you can have. Because, for example, with these networks of these people's money, that sounds good for people like us that don't have not near this 30 mil, 8 mil. We don't have these numbers. But there's still always room to have more, right? So, maybe the richest guy don't need no more. I feel like you should just be very passive and very kind of humble in how you view people because you can be in that situation at any moment. So I say that to say people can handle themselves with or without the support, right? But if you're not going to support, just don't say nothing or bring that energy at all. Because, vibes is, it's becoming more popular to say vibes now, but that should have always been the case. Vibes. And, I think even elite, the lesser intelligent folks, if you measure everybody's IQ level or education level, I think a vibe is a vibe. Like, people can tell that from the smartest to the not so smart. So if the vibe ain't right, it's like, for what? I mean, everybody don't gotta get along. Everybody's not gonna be buddy buddy, but like, to just be in my presence, keep that. You know what I mean? Just keep that, because it angers me, man, because I don't go around people and have that type of vibe for them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be around them. And again, I'm trying. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be better every day. So I'm not acting like I'm perfect, like I got this locked, that nobody can say nothing bad about me. I'm not perfect. I'm just saying that these days, especially what I went through, for those who know me personally, that I'm not really trying to bring no negative energy to nobody. Like, I'm still here, and if you're still here, try to do your best. Try to be your best. Try to be great. So, even if you don't wish the same for me, I don't really reciprocate that energy. I just don't need to be around you. So it's all good. Feel how you feel. I just don't think it's right because, again, no moment is lasting. Moments can change. You pray that moments last. When you do good. When you do have a come up. When you go, oh man, the pressure has been lifted off of you for a moment, right? It's a moment. It's not guaranteed for the rest of the days that you breathe that the comfortability level stays the same. It's always some shit popping off. So I think you can't control that, but you don't have to give fuel to it in any kind of way if avoidable. Some things are going to happen anyway. It's a big debate of why be good, why be nice, why be helpful, because your struggles are still going to be your struggles and yada, yada, yada. So some people just don't have the energy for it. They may not be out there to tear everybody down, but as far as going out their way to help, it's like my struggles are still going to be my struggles, right? But you know what? And it's rarely I bring my grandmother in, and I miss her dearly. I always will, because you see that type of energy from that woman, I rarely see it. I rarely see it. Because she just was always positive. She ain't tearing nobody down. Like, even people that were clearly annoying. As a youth, I was growing up. Kids are not dumb. The same way you could say kids are not dumb now, we weren't dumb then. So, I know that is some people you just want to wring their neck sometime, but she still wish blessfulness to people. I just made that up. Wish the greatest on people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I get so passionate with this shit, I make words up, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not perfect, so relax. And my numbers aren't perfect either, and it doesn't matter because I don't care about numbers. I'm doing shit that I love to do. I love to express myself through my music and through here. So I can, for the rest of my days, my views could be shaky or good or great or bad or terrible. I'm still going to get on here. Because if you're going to go for numbers off the rip, I didn't really market and do the business strategy to the T. So if you don't have patience, you don't need to jump on here at all. But anyway, as I'm here, it just was beautiful how she could just, project just positive. And whoever she could help, she would, And even when something happened out the blue that wasn't expected or maybe a little uncomfortable, she still held it together. And, again, I'm sure she had her moments when I wasn't there that she probably broke down. A breakdown is all right. People think that that's bad. If you got to break down, yell, scream for a second, cry, whatever, sometimes you got to do that when some shit pop off. But you don't got to stay there, though. So the same way bad times don't have to be permanent, your good time don't have to be permanent neither. So I would advise you be blessed, pray, and be grateful that you're shining, and not to turn your nose down on anybody who's not. Or if you feel like this is a challenge in life where I'm this age and you're that age, and look where I'm at for this age and look where you're at for that age, and watching numbers and, oh, you work here and you should have this, and all that shit is draining. Everybody got to go through their own hula hoops they balls of fire, ring of fire, whatever, the way they see fit. And you should be rooting for them. I mean, not strangers, but I'm talking about people you have claimed to been in the presence of, claim to be friends, associates, whatever. If you around some people, or you gotta go around them, or you been around them, or you go around them, this is what I'm saying. I'm not really putting the pressure on strangers because you won't know that person. But to turn your nose up or feel any type of way or hold on to any type of ill feelings that you may feel is legit, to judge based on other situations, and this is all over the place because I don't even have the capabilities to like break down each particle of this shit. I'm just saying, count your blessings. Be humble. You know what I mean? As much as possible. Everybody has a breaking moment. Everybody has times where they want to just lose it, pull their hair. Ugh. Of course I have those. You know, and it's for the individual to break down they shit to themselves. And maybe they do. If you got to talk to yourself for a moment, look at your pluses and your minuses, do that. Am I where I want to be right now? No. Not even close. But I'm grateful that I woke up today. I'm grateful that I could think that and know that and possibly make an attempt at trying to get to that. Whether it takes... Success don't got no age. If you could get there while you alive, that's the point. The sad part about it is, the only sad thing is when you get success and then you don't live to enjoy it. And that's a selfish thing, because a good selfish, because it's rare that selfish is good. But it's a good selfish because it's like you done grinded all its time, and then now when you finally get to where something resembling what you want out of life, and you only live a year or two after that, or whatever numbers, it's never going to be enough numbers. Because if you on this earth for 90 years, everybody want 70 of that to be great, right? 80. You know, you can't really count when you a kid, unless your parents is just A1, which they going to do their best. So your childhood should feel like that. You know, if you had both your parents, or a strong parent, or a strong household, period, the child years supposed to be counted in the success years, because it should have been damn good. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if they really cared and try to prepare you for when you step out on your own. But once you're grown, if you just count the grown years, then I don't want half my grown years to be good. I want 75 to 85% of it to be good. I'm realistic because of what I went through. So I'm not going to sit here and say 90 to 100% of it, because it's just not logical to think that way unless you're still a kid or you just turned 21 or whatever. Then you could talk that hot shit because, you know, you at 100 right now if you had a great childhood. You know what I mean? And you stepping out on your own, and you could... The stats are racking up now. It starts now. But if you already went through some shit, you know, you already know the percentage is going to drop if there was some timeouts. You feel me? Like there was times where you ain't really was doing good, and you had to learn, or you had to eat this or take an L here. So I'm just saying, if I'm here for 50 more years, 60, if I'm here for 60 more years, I want 40 of them to resemble the success I want. You know, I don't really want to eat another 20 years of it not, but maybe that 20 is a part of what I already went through. So that 20 don't count in the front end, you know, in the front end. It's in the back end of what already happened. But either way, I'm rooting for it, and every day you wake up, you should root for that. You know, some people have some wild, outlandish type of goal and success in mind. You know, they say that nothing should be, you should feel like there's nothing you can't do, but there's some things that's just based on what you already did and where you at. I don't know if it's realistic, but I'm still not telling you not to aim high like that. I mean, you just got to realize what's realistic or not for yourself. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, don't aim too low either. You know, to think that you always going to live a certain place, or you always going to have just a certain amount of dollars in your pocket. Don't aim low. But you can fuck it, man. If you want to think you're going to be a billionaire too, like some of these names here, you think you're going to get Rihanna bread in the next year or two, do your thing. The thing is, I'm not going to hate on that. whether it's realistic or not. You can live in the street right now and tell people in 2 years you're going to have Rihanna bread. Who am I to say that's impossible? It's not common, but it ain't impossible. And all I'm saying is whatever little success you think you have can be taken away, because you're supposed to still be aiming higher. You shouldn't be content with where you at in life unless you're, let me say his name again. And I'm sure he's not he's not like sitting on his butt. He might still be going in. Abdul Samad Rabu. Unless you him, and I'm sure he ain't sitting down, just chilling. He may take a breather, but your little success can be bigger. Or your little success can be taken from you if you don't humble yourself and just kind of keep it peaceful. Because I don't know. I don't see how you think being a certain way don't block blessings, like it's just too much. This is a shorter segment, because I came on here with this one main message and that was it. I really was trying to just get to the point, go for the jugular, because it just bothers me, because I think that you have to grow up at some point, have some maturity at some point, and again, I'm not perfect, so there's these things on the list that I need to improve as well. But that's for me to do that. I don't have to tell you that, and you know what I mean? Because you can't copy what I need to do. Each person gotta do their own thing with it. But I know the maturity level has to grow within a lot of people, because things like lying unnecessarily, exaggerating shit unnecessarily to look good. What I used to do, I could even admit, downplaying too much, like really making yourself look like you got it worse than what you really do. It ain't really people's business for you to get specific with your struggles if you don't want to, but just don't say nothing. Just like, I'm alright. You know what I mean? Or if you do have people you confide in, you can break down fragments of it. But the downplaying, the going too low, and then the aiming too high, like you ain't got shit, and you want to make it look like you got shit. Stuff like that is just like, grow up now. You know what I mean? And ill intentions, like, you claim you are team and you not for the team. You know what I'm saying? And that's a wide scale. That's family, friends, whoever. You don't really need to pretend. The whole pretend thing, that word shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. Once a certain maturity level hits, a lot of people can't take truth. I recently come across an acquaintance. When I say recently, I don't mean in a week. I'm just saying newly, as opposed to all my years, that they're really diarrhea at the mouth in a good way. Like, they're not sugarcoating nothing. And I notice this person doesn't bother me because I can handle that. Because I don't have no inner demons that will make me not recognize that and appreciate that. And I notice that the people that they around sometimes can't handle that rawness. But I love shit like that. And I'm not saying I'm the duplicate of it, but I'm getting to that, and the closer you can get to that is the better. And I know that, there are ways to be therapeutic and considerate of people's feelings to an extent where you're not really just jawing at them and really trying to tear them down, because too much truth aggressively can break a person who you thought was strong and they're really not. So you do have like that delicate area when you know who you're dealing with. But there's just some people that's like, I don't care. I'm giving it to you straight up. No chaser. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that helps. It took me a while to realize that and really probably support that fully. But I support that fully. Give it to me straight up, no chaser. You know what I mean? I need that. And if you don't got that from me, you don't really need to comment or come around me at all, honestly. And I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? I hope you could really look in my face eye to eye. When I post this, I'm probably going to post this part of the segment, 20 odd minutes in, that you don't need to come around me. It's all right if I can't get it straight up, no chaser, no matter what. And I don't need you to come around me phony. I don't need you to like stomach me. I'm not a motherfucking like charity case. Well, I kind of was a couple months ago. But I don't need it. I don't need it. And this is the type of time you should be on. So even as I say this, and this might be my least positive segment, where I'm just rooting for everybody, I still mean it in a good way to say that you should be on this type of time too. Like, you know, you could get, there's millions of YouTube videos and Googling that people got steps on how to be successful, what you need to do. You know, there's memes and little videos of, okay, keep your circle like this, and if your circle's like that. Listen, you wish that the copy and pasting was really that easy. You know, you wish you could just Google a billionaire and you can copy and paste what he's telling you. He got to make an attempt to try at least. And, you know, out of the 100 people that watch it, you may get one person that could almost do the damn thing. But it's too individual for you to think that you can copy and paste somebody else's steps to their success. Because you're not going to copy it the exact same. You're not even in the same position, even no matter where they started. All right, everybody could be homeless. So you could get 5 homeless people, right? And one of them made it to make $1 billion. Them 4 niggas can't copy exactly what he did or she did to get their $1 billion. They got to go about it another way. They could take a few, you know, you could take some words from people and kind of just sit on it and think. But you still got to generate your own plan, even with that advice, even with those words. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going somewhere else with it right now, but it's like, yeah, you can't, there's no, stop with the microwave, like I said. I said it before. Stop thinking you just heat up and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through it for yourself. And yes, things people say like the circle around you and what people you interact with, what are they doing? All those play a role, but they're not as detrimental as they make it seem. If you're really on the focus tip and you're really trying to just do you, yeah, the unnecessary excessive amounts of that chilling around them may deter your shit. But you got your once in a blue hangout or your once in a blue interaction, it's not really going to tear down what you got going on. I think that that's an excuse, and you should be mindful who you let around you. But today's day and age, with everybody doing their own thing, that everyday hanging and interacting is not, if it's happening, then those are the people you tell that to. If you literally day in and day out around the same motherfuckers that's not family, they supposedly your friends, or you just hanging around them, you know, those are the people that need to hear that. But people who got shit to do, people who got families, you know, where that's the main focus every day, I mean, ain't nothing you can do about that. Family is like your partner, the kids. So the kids, whether they good or bad, you can't change that. They're the kids in the family. So you're going to try to raise them or instill some knowledge in them to be better. Now, your partner, you have a say in that, and hopefully that person can elevate and help understand the goal that y'all are on. But even then, you can't put too much pressure, you know, because real love is real love. And that's a whole nother subject, too, because it's like real love, does that prevail over this success shit? Because you could be successful with any motherfucker that you can just click with, but that real love shit'll keep it together. Because if y'all not really in love and y'all not like that, but y'all ill at getting the bread, down the line is gonna show that y'all not But so hopefully the bread don't make it ugly for y'all and y'all can still take y'all earnings and be great separately. But I'm going to take the real love first, because if I don't get to the plateau, the genuine love will still be there. It'll be like the hype man, the person cheering you on. in either person's situation, the guy or the girl, or both the guys or both girls or whatever, because I'm not discriminating in any union. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not real love, yeah, y'all might get the bread, but what's going to happen now if it go left from there? You know what I mean? So I'm always take the love first. And that doesn't make me 100 to say that that's the path you should take, or that my wordplay is in blood and that's just how it should go. Like I'm this higher being. You should respect. Yeah, you gonna give me my respect, but I don't mean it like take everything I say for gold. So that may not be how you look at it. You may just want the success no matter who. You could handpick whoever that you see busting moves, and you know you busting moves, and y'all could come together and see what happens. I'm just saying I'd rather not go that route. I'd rather have the genuine love, and then if I'm never rich, at least I was happy. Because you see your mental and that part in your health, all of that plays a role in who you have around you for that part. So if you want to make memes about, oh, your circle determines your success, make a meme about that. And there probably is a meme out there like that. But I just feel like it's a lot of BS going on out here with how people view people, act like they're cool, act like they for them. You know, no matter who what your title is and what you are to these people. And I just want you to stop. You know what I'm saying? Globally. Stop. You know, if you don't rock, don't come around. If y'all got that once in a blue vibe, whatever, try to at least make that once in a blue vibe neutral. You know what I mean? And, you know, everybody got to deal with their story their own way. Deal with their path, their life, what they want out of life their own way. There's no set shit here, man. There's no copy and paste, I don't think. At least I don't think so. You know what I mean? Build your own dream. Do it your way. Yes, you can do research to kind of pump you and put a little battery in you, but do it on your own and you'll get much more results. And I'd rather real love than just pairing me with anybody. Feel me? So until next time, y'all be safe. Enjoy your week. And sorry to say, summer is ending. 100.